Hey guys, we want to give a shout out to all the countries out there that is listening to us and following us. And we just want to learn a little bit more about y'all. Since you find us so fascinating, we're digging in a little bit on you all. And every week we're going to pay, a little bit of a tribute to you guys, like each country 1 week at a time. So let's go. Here's Germany. How about it? Let's shake your bacon. Did you know that Germany had a population of 81 million people? I do. In Germany, 65% of their highways have no speed limit. So, hey. The proper way to shake your bacon, because I would. Did you know that in Germany that you can go to school for free? University is free for everyone. Did you hear that, United States? University's free for everybody. Fun fact, but there's over 2,100 castles in Germany alone. 2,100. That's a hell of a lot of princes. I'm sure every one of them is charming, aren't they? But forget the castles. Most importantly, there's 1,500 different beers in Germany alone. And beer is considered a food in Bavaria. So, there you go. If you're hungry, drink a beer. And speaking of beer, Germany is the second largest consumer of beer. So, and it's the home of Oktoberfest. Hello. Smoking is banned in public in Germany, but alcohol is not. Get this, if you want to order a beer in Germany, show your thumb. If you want to, show your first finger. Did you know that the Christmas tree originated in Germany? Oh, Tannenbaum. And get this, most of the taxis in Germany are Mercedes. And now it's time for Keeping It Real with Linz.
So, we're going to talk about showing up. So, if you tell somebody you're going to show up, why don't you just fucking show up? I don't get it. Why do you want to create an image of yourself? Why do you want to be known as, a disappointment and unreliable? I mean...
I can't believe she laughed. Start over again.
Alright.
Here we go. Let's get serious.
I'm serious.
I must not be, because I fucked up.
Well, the box is bothering me because you're hugging it.
I'm trying to keep it from going... Yeah.
Will it not sit right here?
There's something that's loose. I'm afraid it's going to whistle. It's like feedback. Wait. Is that okay?
That's really good.
Okay. All right.
No, all right.
We're good. What's up, everybody? And welcome to It's My Podcast. And I'll bet you I want to. We've been gone for a minute, but here we are. Welcome back, Molly Mall.
Thank you, thank you.
What was wrong with you?
I had kidney stones. I still have kidney stones.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Had surgery, but it's during my vacation that I'm taking off work, and I don't really want to have it then. So we'll see about that.
So you heard her here first, folks. But we want to thank Lindsay for stepping in while she was gone.
Thank
she
you,
even
Lindsay.
crunch, just to, keep it real. She kept it 100.
And I would like to say something. I don't mean to take charge.
You go ahead.
But everything Lindsay said, I agree with most of it. So go, Lindsay, for keeping up my thoughts.
Oh, you go, shitties. You all are awesome. I'm glad that you guys carried the show,
But it was okay without me. Everything went good, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just, it's like, I don't know. Linz is my mini-me.
Right.
But that seat right there is just odd because it's like, it's yours. I mean, it's your presence was still here. It was just
if
weird.
I turned around and seen anybody else, it would be right.
No, I mean, it was odd. I mean, but Lindsay, she stepped up and she did a good job. So, hey, let me find it. Wait. All right, way to go. Golf clap, Lindsay. Good job. Good job. So, this week, we decided it's time to get back on the grind. We've kind of stepped off for a second, and my mind's been all over the place. So, basically,
something that's really, 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 really getting on my nerves here lately is it seems like everybody wants to play games. Games, games, games. I mean, mind games. Everybody has, some sort of mind game bullshit that they're trying to pull. And I used to love playing games. Not so much anymore, though.
Games are one of those things. They're fun for a while.
Right?
They are. Like, you can play games and play games and play games until it's just, I don't really feel like it anymore.
Right.
Move on to something else.
It's just like back in the day, I used to love to play Monopoly, but shit, I used to hate having to get all the shit out.
Yes.
And it was like, life was worse. Like, I had to get out the little cars, the little peg people.
I always loved getting it out. I hated putting it back
Yes. I mean, and that was a pain in the ass. So it totally took away from the experience. But these people are really taking away from the experience of, like, my life with their bullshit games. And I don't really feel like playing right now, It's just like, I don't really feel like getting that board game out and playing right now because I'm over it for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
It was only fun for a second.
Of course. I mean, like, I remember, though, when I was little, games was my shit. It was. And, it's weird how they kind of prepared us for life. I mean, like, if you put...
There's literally a game called Life, that's...
Right.
That's crazy.
Which, I mean, that game sucked because it gave me false hope on everything. Like, I would always get, like, a good job, and somehow I would end up, like, broke as fuck.
Right.
I would be a doctor every time. I would even, like, cheat on the wheel, and it'd be like I'd spin it, and then it'd be like I'd try to stop it.
Well, that's why you cheated.
Well, I cheated Life.
What was your favorite game? Was it Life or...
I'm trying to
like
think.
Your favorite board game or card game as a child?
My favorite game as a child was Shoots and Ladders.
Shoots and Ladders.
Which I am, like, in a living game of Shoots and Ladders right now because I think I'm getting somewhere, and I climb, and then I'll be damn, man, if the next thing I know, I ain't going back down that big fucking ladder again. Mm-hmm. Or that big slide,
I played Shoots and Ladders, but not a lot. It wasn't one of my
games. We can't even talk anymore because that was my shit, for real. But it never failed. Like, I would be like ahead of everybody. And I'd get cocky. Just like in life, I would get cocky. I know, right? But I would be feeling all good about myself, and then I'll be damn, man. Every time. Here I go. I'm just cruising along, and then I'll be damn. Right back down the gutter. So, there you go. What about Operation, though? What the hell?
Shit.
I mean, is that like preparing you for, like, med school?
Operation, I think the only thing I can say about that game is it would scare me every fucking time.
Yeah.
Every time I'd be like, oh shit, like, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it was literally, I think it probably gave me anxiety.
You know what? That's how that one game, like, Perfection was. You remember that one?
Perfection.
Yes, it had a timer on it, and you used to have to put the pieces in.
No.
And if you, that one used to scare it had me so tore up, man. I swear, that's what I think really started triggering my anxiety from, like, back in the day.
Right.
Because that shit, you knew it was running out of time. And as soon as it would, like, that shit would pop up, and those pieces would go everywhere. I mean, it would just be, like, all over the place.
That would give me anxiety.
Oh,
I can't handle all that.
Yeah, but, I mean, because, the more tore up I get, the clumsier I get.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know if that's everybody, but I'm horrible about it. Like, shit just goes everywhere.
Well, let me tell you about a story. We were playing Sorry once. It was me and, like, Chase. I think it was Sorry. I'm pretty sure. Me and Chase and Jessica. And Jessica decides she doesn't want to play anymore. And she says, I don't want to play anymore. And picks up the board, man. And throws shit everywhere.
Hey, you don't do that.
Right?
That's like...
I'm calling her out because I called her out then, too. I was like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
That's a
but
no-no.
That's her personality. She's a mess.
I mean, that's it. That's one of them things you just don't... I tell you, my mama, they used to play, and it's been like kind of like this family debate for years. And it's either, I've heard two different games that it was. One was Rook, and the other was Uno. So we know it was a card game, and we know that there was like family, card day involved. But Mama got mad and threw the deck of cards at the fireplace.
Oh my God.
She did. I mean, it was like one of the, and I swear, That sounds like something I would do with rook. I hate that son of a bitch.
I love rook.
No, I put
It's a big family game in our family.
Oh, well, see, but, I mean, it's like I can't totally grasp the whole concept of the game. I put the rook in the middle, like in the kitty. I swear to God I did.
I'm a good rook player. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I'm a good rook player.
Well, see, I don't do very well with rook, and people are so serious about it.
They are.
And that's like, if you get the wrong, I used to play with my ex, okay? And he was serious. He was real competitive. Like, they'd all get together and it was big rook nights, and they'd all talk shit like all week about how they was going to whoop their ass at rook, okay? So, he would be looking for an extra, and guess what? I mean, that was usually, hey, you're on deck. No, because I knew what was going to happen. What the hell are you doing? What was you thinking? And I'm like, oh, God, I don't know. I hate this
It's hard to play any game with your significant other. I mean, any kind of board game or card game.
Or mind games.
Well, that's even harder. But
yeah.
I know that my grandparents on Dad's side, my mama would not play play card games or anything with my
Hell no, I'd say not.
My mom, she didn't even like games. She hated to play cards.
Oh, I hate, No, I mean, you know, if we was playing like drinking games and shit, hell yeah, you know, I'd be there all day. But there were certain people that we couldn't play that shit with either because, oh yeah, I mean, and it would always be, you know, they would start. I remember Russ was the worst. His college rules to every fucking drinking game. That was the great debate. I mean, here we go every time. He'd say, oh, well, that's a social. And we'd be like, no, it's not. And I mean, it would be a 20-minute fight.
Because, I mean, of a rule over whether somebody takes a drink or not. You know, that's what you're fighting over.
Exactly. And I mean, no, it gets to the point of the night where you're full. Your tank is full, and you're going to fight somebody to death before you take them drinks, man.
I know, I've been there. And it's kind of like just you're trying to prove the point, too. But.
Yeah, exactly. But now, the people pull out their own versions of, like, their rules and shit, and they get it all twisted up, and I'm like, we never did play it like that. Yeah. What the hell are you talking about?
I've played different versions of games, and I'm just like, well, you know, I ain't played that way, but whatever. It's good. I'll do it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I get it. Just like we said whenever we was going over them at the end of, like, the podcast before, I said, it's like a house rules thing, you know? Their house, their rules, so I follow, you know, and do whatever they do. Just give me a second, and I'll catch on.
Right.
But, you know, when we're playing, that's how we're taught, and that's how it goes. So, you know.
That's how I teach people.
Exactly. Don't question it. But anyway, like
some other games. All right, so we've got checkers. Did you ever play checkers?
Yeah, chess. You know, chess is something like chess is my shit. I love it.
I don't know the first thing about chess.
Chess is awesome. I mean, just because, like, I use it to this day. Like, it's taught me just to kind of step back and study and, like, know where my moves are that I need to make first. And you've already strategized in your next. That's what I liked about chess.
Well, I've played some games that's taught me that, but it wasn't chess.
Well, that's what it does for me. That's why chess, like, it always is like a strategy game. And certain parts can only move certain ways.
Right.
And you're just kind of sitting there looking just to see what your next option is, like always. That's how life is, really.
Every day.
Especially with all these mind games and shit going on. I mean, I can't. It's just like, I don't know. All about the games back in the day, but not so much anymore. I mean, board games are boring me right now. Everything's boring me right now. And mind games,
I don't have any desire for any games.
No.
Board games. I don't want to play Candy Crush. I ain't trying to do nothing.
You know what Candyland, like we was talking about games, you know what Candyland taught you?
What?
How to get the munchies and like drive and go get a bunch of sweet shit.
I will tell you, Candyland and Guess Who was my favorite two games.
What about Clue? I'd always put Clue up bad.
Clue's alright.
Clue's a shit, but I would always want to be the one to solve. I'd hurry up. So I would like just jump in a room like quick so I could guess like anything. And I just knew every time that I was going to get it. I mean, like I was that damn smart. And
Can you relate that to today?
Like what?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
What, thinking that I can find out who's guilty and what just You know what?
I'm just
Solve a
asking.
murder? Yeah, hell yes, I can. You damn right, man. I got this. I mean, that's where I learned. That's how I, knew that I needed to get in FBI training.
Right.
No, I mean, I sucked at Clue, and apparently I suck at, any clue that anybody throws my way. I'm just oblivious. I am. I suck at it.
Because you never know. You're always wondering, is it a mind game, or am I thinking it's a mind? Like, you overthink it, which creates a mind game. I mean,
So
I
you
don't know.
mind fuck yourself. That's
Yeah.
me too. I don't need to go out and try to get
And
laid.
if they're already mind fucking you, it's like a threesome going
Of
on.
course.
And it's just a shit show.
Of course. I mean, I'll be the first one that I'll pick myself before anybody else can, Because I'll sit there and analyze shit to death. And why? I mean, like I said, I was raised up, playing all these little games like chess and using my head for things like, trying to solve this and puzzles and everything else. We're trained. We're trained from the start. That's it. I mean, they're preparing us for life. Like Twister. Twister is trying to teach you how to get freaky up in the bedroom. That's
It's
all it was.
working on your flexibility.
Flexibility's ass. I mean, for real. It's trying to get you prepared for, yeah. And I sucked at it too. So
I was never good at Twister.
No.
I mean, it's hard to wrap your legs and stuff in that. It's just Twister's hard.
But you can do it in a car. I mean,
Well-
you can do it when the situation calls for it. It's
Yeah,
the bitch of
but
it all.
you ain't gotta have your hand here and your hand here.
I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I straight up have. I've been in some awkward
Yeah,
motherfucking
I'm
positions.
sure, but it's different, man. It's different.
And it's different because you ain't getting nothing out of the deal except for stretching out,
I guess.
looking like a jackass. I mean,
so it's standing watching you.
what? But we're right. I mean, they might have been back in the day. Well, they were. I mean, but whatever. It's like, yeah, you can bend yourself in any shape whenever you want to, or whenever you're getting something out of the deal. But by hell, if I was to have to go like red, your left hand red or whatever, and then, oh, hell no. I mean, that's the one I would quit. I would play any of them and quit like Twister. I couldn't do it.
We didn't play Twister much.
Shit, no, man. I mean, I should have probably.
Well, we never really had enough people to play Twister.
I mean, yeah, and that was playing by yourself. I mean, how the hell could you
I don't mean by myself.
I'm
But
just
like
saying.
two people, like, you can only move so many times, and you're kind of like, I mean, what are we doing
Well,
here?
this is going to be weird because Twister's one of those games I wouldn't exactly want to play with, like, a cousin. Or so, I mean, I hate to be like the weirdo that thinks shit like that, but for real.
No, I get it.
Ass
You
is
get
in your
some awkward
face. I mean,
positions.
balls are in your face. I mean, you just, you're probably straddling them. No, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Right. I mean, if it was a bunch of girls or something, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
Then even then, I'm out. I'm just
Well.
awkward and just weird with shit like that,
I'm
I
not.
guess.
I don't guess.
I'll say I am, I guess. That's why
I
mine
don't
sits
know.
at home all the time. But, whatever.
Oh, because
It's-
I go so many. I'm out all the time, guys.
Well, I mean, you do better than I do. I guarantee it. I do. And okay, like, you know what? Another game, I think, I used to love Hungry Hippos.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I think Hungry Hippos, like, got you prepared for? Either family dinners at my family's, because you had to. You had to jump in and get shit, because if you didn't, you wasn't going to get
wasn't gonna
nothing. Like I said, I went through the line one time and I was last. Because I wasn't trying to be, like
First,
a
right,
hog,
yeah.
I didn't want to appear like I was starving to death, and, so I waited. And I swear, I got to the bowl where the dumplings was, and there was one dumpling in the bowl. I was ready to fucking fight somebody.
And some people walk past that dumpling and they're just like, oh, I don't want to take the last dumpling.
Yeah, man, listen, I'll leave that.
There's one
Or
dumpling.
yeah, I don't want to be rude. Yeah, you don't want to be rude. Probably because you've already fixed it to go plate. That's where my dumplings went in the first place. But them fighting like actions right there. You don't do that.
No.
You don't do that. But yeah, Hungry Hippos. And I also think that it like prepares me for like Black Friday shopping. I swear to God, that's what it reminds me of. Like you hurry up, you grab.
Right.
So little
I'm
shit
trying
like
to
that.
think of what it reminds me of, but I feel like all these game companies, is that the right word I'm looking
Mhm.
for? they had like hidden innuendos.
Of course they do.
Just like the Disney movies and all that.
Yeah.
You know?
They're
They
preparing
knew
you.
from the start they were fucking us.
Oh yeah, they're preparing you for life. I mean, they are. That's like Monopoly, you know. Monopoly's got that whole go to jail thing. What a buzzkill is that?
Right?
But by God, I mean, think about it. If you don't pay your taxes and shit.
I'm still waiting on my 200 from Pass and Go. Really, because
I mean, listen, I would like to just reverse and then like go back over, go again. You know what I mean?
Stay on Go.
I would. That would be my main goal. I don't want to buy nothing because, you know, that'd be spending my money. Hell, I'll just drive around and.
I want Oriental Avenue, the blue ones.
Oh man,
Like, I always got them. They're cheap as shit.
I would buy.
And that, you know, that explains me in life too. Like I be buying cheap shit, thinking I'm getting a deal. That's me. It's on point.
See?
Monopoly set me up for life.
See, Monopoly pissed me off because I would start getting like, I don't know, greedy or just, I'd start going hard. I mean, anything that I landed on, I was buying it. And then I'd be broke as shit. Like, it's that way now. I mean, it's like I'm waiting till payday. I'm waiting to pass go and collect $200 because I'm broke as hell. I done spent too much money back here on Baltic Avenue and shit. Like buying them little purple ass bastards.
Baltic
Nobody
and
wanted
Virginia.
them.
Yeah.
But I bought them every time. Like the rent was $3, man.
I tell you, Oriental Avenue and what? I can't think of the other ones. They were the blue ones.
Connecticut. No, I meant.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
Those were the ones. I strategize in Monopoly. I'm a very serious Monopoly player. Don't spend all my money. I hoard it. I hoard up money.
You no wonder how appropriate, whore.
Right.
For real. But that's probably why you would win Monopoly, and I'm the first one out. I'm borrowing money from like the bank and everybody else. Like I'm selling shit, like properties. I'm like, well, I can sell you these little purple bastards, and nobody wants them. They're like, well, and God forbid, I would get so mad if somebody would land on Boardwalk. I would be so pissed because I just knew every time that I was going to get it.
In Park Place.
Yeah, but I've actually hit the son of a bitch
North
and been
Carolina.
broke as shit. Been
Yeah,
broke
and not
as
been able to get it.
Yeah. I mean, and they would just be like, isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Fucking Boardwalk.
Yeah. So Monopoly, yeah, it would kick you right in the ass. But for real, they even threw jail in. So tell me that they ain't
And
trying
I'll tell you, it's a long ass game. And I mean,
I hate it.
I'm not bitching because my life has been 29 years long. I hope I have a lot more, but life can get long sometimes, you know. You can feel like,
yeah.
holy shit.
I mean, it's just like hell with it.
Day gonna end?
And you know what? I would sabotage myself. I would sabotage myself and go broke.
So you could get out of the game.
Yeah, so I could just
Mom
be like,
would do that.
I hate it. I mean, I finally tell, but like Aiden, before he could really count, I loved it because I could manipulate the game however I wanted to. Be like, oh, yay, well, look, you hit the magic spot. Look, oh, hey, everybody Aiden won. But now I can't get away with that shit. I mean, it's like, he called me
like playing games?
Yeah, like Xbox.
I know that.
I mean, the board games took, you know,
I should get him out one night and be like, hey, let's play a board game.
Yeah.
So he'd be like,
well, you know how he would draw it out. Well, you know, he would be like,
well, he better, because that's going to prepare him for life.
Yeah, I've tried to tell him that Fortnite's not going to.
Yeah, it ain't all about Fortnite.
No, Minecraft's not going to. None of that
No,
other dumb shit is. Now, I played Super Mario Brothers, and that didn't teach me shit. It really didn't. It taught me how to.
I'll tell you the mushrooms.
Well, I was going to say it taught me how to chase mushrooms.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I keeps it real up in here. So, yeah, games. I used to love them. Now I hate them. I can't. I get them all the time too. I mean, when people are like, "Yeah, hey, you know, we ought to get together this weekend, hang out." I've been meaning to get together with you and hang out. You know, I'd love to. I had a good time last time. Blah 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 blah. Games.
Are you referring to men?
Of course. I'm always referring to the son of a bitches.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I'll have one day
I love
they
it.
want to take me away and, you know, be my one and only. And then I won't hear from them.
And then, then they disappear for a while.
I'm like, well, And they wonder why I'm such a fucking bitch.
Yeah, you know, I know why. You know, games. And I ain't got time.
No.
I mean, when I say that, you know, I sat here the other night and tried to think of things to keep myself occupied. Like mind, body, everything. I dug for something to do. But I ain't got no time for that shit. I ain't got no time for games, and yet it seems like they find me. I would rather play Monopoly, and I hate it, okay?
There's so many other ways to waste your time. If you choose to waste your time, at least do it in a way that isn't going to fucking drive you crazy.
Exactly. I hate it. I do. I can't.
Hell, yeah, sleep. That's what I choose to do.
I mean,
if I'm bored.
Yeah. I mean, it's at that point right now. I remember when you're young, naps used to be just horrible. It was the worst punishment ever. Go to bed. Now I'm just like, God, I wish I could take a nap. I just want a nap. Oh, God, yes, I'm going to go home and take me a nap. And I'll be excited about it. I mean, it's weird how shit changes.
Isn't it crazy? I've always thought of that, too, because you know how big of a sleeper I am, too.
Yeah.
I worked at the daycare. These little kids, you know, me and Selena would be like, "Oh my God, if you only knew in a few years
how much you would love."
Yeah, but yes, and I was a bad one about napping. I hated nap time, and I wouldn't go to bed at nights, which I still don't. I go to bed when I want to, when I'm sleepy. But I love me some naps.
I love me some naps. I love staying up all night long. Those are two things that I'm in love with.
Though?
I don't know.
I am a night owl.
I am a night owl. It's weird. Like, I remember back in the day when we didn't really have anything else to do but run around and party.
Yeah.
It was like things wouldn't fire up until the evening. I didn't like being out in the broad daylight.
Crazy.
I think it's because everybody can see what you do in the daylight.
Right.
You know what I mean? The night hides you a little bit. Ooh, deep thoughts. But it's the truth.
Shadows.
Yeah, everybody's hiding.
Our chip guy.
Hide and seek.
He brings us chips, and he's funny. I like him. But I seen him when I stopped to get gas this morning, and it was like, well, it wasn't this morning. And he asked me if I was leaving work, and I was like, no, I'm on my way to work. He was like, well, I guess you partied all weekend, and they let you drag in at noon. And I was like, no, I don't party. Like, I don't get off work till 9. And he was like, well, back in my day, we didn't get started till after that. And I was like, well, me too. And he's a lot older than me, so he was like, oh, I don't want to hear it back in your day. But really, like, whenever we were, like, partying, it was nothing for me to get off work at 11 o'clock and party till 6 in the morning. Like, and now I'm like,
now it's
I don't
like,
get off work till 9, man.
oh my God. Yeah, you're sitting there looking at the clock and it's like 10:30 and you're like, fuck. It's really late. And I remember my phone rang not too long ago. And I was like, what time is it? And I'm looking at it like getting ready to rip somebody's ass. I'm like, what time is it? I know they didn't call me at like da-da-da-da-da. No one I'm awake, but still.
Right.
You don't know it. I mean, I don't have to answer it, but you don't have to call me either, douche. I mean, come on. Really? That rule applies still. I mean, be a little bit, you know, have some manners.
I try not to call people late.
I'm a night owl. When I know somebody's up, which thank God for Messenger and chat heads, because that little green dot that I hate, games, that's all part of it too.
I hate that dot.
But that dot right there, it tells you a lot. It tells you who you can talk to sometimes. It tells you who's avoiding you. It tells you, you know, it really tells you who sucks and who doesn't. I mean, you know.
It does, and I hate it.
I do too. That green dot has hurt my feelings like so much because I've sat there and waited. I've sent out a message, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I've thought long and hard about the message too, and it's like I've sent it out and I've sat there and I'm like, here it comes. Do, 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 do. And I see that green dot, so I know the phone is in your fucking hands, and you just heard that ding. I know you did.
You know, sometimes I think they show up active when they're really not, because I've had it happen and been proved to happen. But
Right.
if it's active for a long, long time, you know it should.
Well, it's like I just told you though a while ago about that bitch on YouTube. If it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a fucking duck.
Yeah, you pretty well know which ones are being
Yes. And I mean, I hate for somebody to...
hiding behind the green dot.
Right. I hate for somebody to, like, you be their second option. You know what I mean? I hate for somebody to like do that. I hate for somebody to just ignore you until nothing else is going on and then hit you up.
Oh, it
I
pisses
hate
me
that.
off more than any fucking
Me
thing.
too. I said always a
And that-
bridesmaid, never a bride. Bullshit. I'm not even a bridesmaid. Like I've been kicked out. This one's got truth. I've like missed out on 3 fucking weddings. And I mean, I'm never a bride or a bridesmaid. I ain't shit, apparently. So, you know,
You're probably lucky.
yeah,
You are.
that is exactly what I'm not, honestly.
Oh, well, you know, it's just amazing getting all dressed up in a dress that you don't want to wear and parading around in front of people.
Well, it's not that, I think, with me. It's just the fact that somebody actually likes you that much. You know what I mean? Somebody would actually...
I get it. I do. Yeah.
That is the only thing. Fuck the wedding. I don't want a part of it. I hate them. I hate weddings. Weddings and funeral rank together with me. I'm sorry they do. I hate them.
I'm not going to say I hate weddings, but if somebody not close to me invites me to their wedding, I'm like, no. I mean, I am not. I go to my friends' weddings, some of my family's weddings. You know, that's about it.
It's almost like I would rather go to somebody's wedding that I didn't know, though.
Right.
Because I've seen people make royal asses of themselves. I have. I've seen people, like, Bridezilla ain't got shit on them. They've made fools out of themselves, and I'm just like, I'm out. I'd rather go to, you know...
Because weddings make you do crazy as shit. Some people.
I think it's just an excuse. It just brings out the inner divas. It's just an excuse to be entitled. And
Well, it's stressful because you make it stressful.
that's it.
I mean, for some reason.
It's not. I mean, I sit here and vow in front of you and everybody else. If ever comes a day that I take vows and marry somebody, there's no wedding. There's not.
I don't blame
I will disappear, and when I come back, it's going to be like earth-shattering news. Guess who just got fucking married
That's
this
the best
weekend?
way. I wanted to elope, but
That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to elope like a son of a bitch. And if I don't, then I mean, me and the cats be sitting here chilling when I'm like 80. So just whatever, you know? I see that in my future.
I'll be coming down here playing podcasts.
Hell yeah. I hope we are playing podcasts, like, when we're 80. I mean, hopefully, that we're still on the ball. Like, I was worried about us there for a minute. It's been so hectic. But, no. I had to come back whenever the time was right, you know?
We're fine.
We was already, like, 2 episodes up, fools. We ain't even been, like, here for a year.
It's good.
A year? A month.
It's
I'm
good
sorry.
for people to miss us.
That's right. Make them wonder. Make them wonder. So, what's up, Russia? What's up, Germany? We missed y'all, France, Switzerland,
All of
Italy,
you.
England, Australia. I'm going to make a song out of it.
Oh my! I swear we are on the same shit tonight. Like our thoughts are.
What were you
There's been
thinking?
2 or 3 things that I said, and you were getting ready to say. I was getting ready to say you need to make a song. And I swear we are. Let's just watch
We're going-
and see how
yeah.
the rest goes.
That's weird, ain't it? Well,
Yeah.
then, I mean, listen, then you are on some smart shit. If we're thinking alike, then she's having some great ideas.
Our waves are just. You see us
Right.
sitting here. I don't know if y'all can see the waves back and forth, but they're here.
The way. Hey.
Are you gonna do a topic or anything? Or?
Yeah, we'll do a final topic.
Okay.
But
Just wondering. I didn't know if we were doing that.
I mean, you're still
You
trying
know, you know I hate
to. I
random
know what you're
topics.
doing. Yeah, random topic really is pissing you off,
Oh
but
my God, I hate it.
no, you haven't done random topic for 3 weeks. So
Has it been 3?
yes.
Time flies when you're having a
No,
blast.
when we're having the time of our
my
lives.
God.
I'm so glad. But we're doing random topic tonight, whether she likes it or not. You know why? Because it's my podcast, and we'll do random topic if I want to. How about that?
It's our podcast.
You're right. It's time for me. I'm going to say this. Things have been kind of rough. I mean, you know, I feel like life's just kind of kicked the shit out of me. I mean, I just feel like I'm having a good run of bad luck. And it's just kind of got me in a mindset that I don't like. But I'm going to start taking control again. I'm done. It's my shit. And I'll bitch if I want to. I'll get over it. So, we're going to do random topic. And then, you know, you got anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
Do you like my hat?
I love it.
What about, do you like my leopard beret? Oh, Okay.
I swear I've been waiting on this all week.
She's been. Look, I'm gonna even. Oh, it's in the jar.
Okay.
What about boo? Look, it's right beside me the whole fucking time. See, that's how long it's been since we played podcasts. It sucks. It does. But
It's
when
like
I
one of
come
those
back
games.
this time, watch the fuck out because I'm coming back with a vengeance, baby. I'm ready.
When people say vengeance, it reminds me of vegan. I don't know.
What about that? Just sucked so much intelligence out of my brain. Tonight we're going to talk about full body pics.
Alright.
Full body pics. And that's funny because I just had this experience not too long ago. As somebody who has had, I had the gastric sleeve a few years ago. And I've come a long way. Well, I'm self-conscious too at the same time. Yeah, I rock what I got. Thank God for it. But I'm self-conscious. You know why? Because you got these assholes who want full body pics. Now, when you hear the 3 words, full body pics, you know this guy is a dick. And he's all about some physical shit. He ain't about no part of you except for how you look. He thinks that, you know, he is the shit, and he has to have somebody that is just as equal, you know, attractive as him, you know? And hell with that. There's so much more to people than just their looks and their physical appearance, and it just pisses me off. But this happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And there was this guy, he was talking back and forth, and you know, I mean, like, we were just chatting as far as any of them goes.
How long were you talking?
Oh, I mean, I'm talking like one day.
Okay.
There's not been any that's really past a day. Past a day. I mean, because you just don't anymore.
They don't make it that far.
No. I mean, they're just there, and
understand.
it's like an audition, and I either, you know, tell them, next please, thank you, next. Or they do.
I'm coming back to that in a minute, but go ahead.
So, this guy, you know, he wants to, of course, the famous line, I know where it's going. Whenever you ask for Snapchat, Messenger, you say the same thing. I'm never on here, and this app is real slow, and blah, blah, blah. Is there any way I can get your Snapchat? You got Snapchat, you got this,
Phone
you got that.
number.
There you go. Can I get your number? Can I just message you? Be quicker that way. That is their way of sliding a dick pic in your fucking messages. That's all it is.
It goes down in the DM.
That is exactly right. They are looking for that opening right there. So this guy, you know, I was like, hell with it. You're right. Be a lot easier for me if you did text me. So I'm kind of busy. Let's do it on the fly. You know, whatever. So I give him my number. And it wasn't, he wanted me to send him some pics. And I was like, what fucking kind? Because if you want pictures of my ass or my tits, you ain't getting them. Because I'm over it. I'm not dumb. I know how it works. Your shit's going to get passed out all around. I'm not doing it. Sorry. I put that up front. He's like, no. I just need, you know, some pictures of you for my contact. Like, I'm going to fucking call him all the time enough for my picture to, you know, pop up.
Or he's just so professional. That
Right. He
contacts.
has to have, you know, the,
photos.
like his phone is so, you know, really? Fuck off. So he says, could you send me some pictures? Well, I sent him, you know, and it took me hours to do this. I mean, like, I was, like, busy. I didn't have time to fuck with it. But when I did, I went ahead and threw out, you know,
And
3.
it's not something you can just, you know.
No.
You got to take a good one. You ain't trying to look like a dumbass.
And now I'm getting to that.
Gotcha.
See, like, and you know, me, I think my best feature, eyes, smile, something like that. That's good for me. I mean, just the fact that I can even take a picture of myself and think that it's okay,
Right.
that's a major milestone for me from what I used to be. So, you know, that's a victory. I send out what I think is good pictures of these pricks, and then he says, let me ask you something. Do you have any, like, pictures that are like, full. I know as soon as I hear full, what's coming next? Body pics. Like, you got any full body pics? Okay. And I said, why? Oh, I mean, I was just going to say. He said, if you're curvy, that's okay. Because I like them curvy. I don't give a fuck if you like them curvy or not. That is not what I said. I said, why does it matter? Why do you specifically have to have a full body pic? And I'm waiting on you to fucking say it. So go ahead. Be honest. What are we talking here? I mean, he goes, oh no, I was just going to use it as a contact picture. And I said, so you have to have a full body pic? I said, I know what the fuck. So he can sit there and analyze every bit of you to see if you are up to his standards and that he wants to talk to you, or he needs some good jerk before work. So he needs, the whole fucking visual. I mean, get over yourself, first of all. They got Pornhub for that. You don't have to have a full body pic of me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't understand.
Ugh. I mean,
I do understand, but it's...
Well, I'm not a model, for one thing. I never said I was. I embrace what I got and I roll with it. If you see a picture of me, you hit me up. So you like that part. But I mean, it's all going to depend on what's from here down. Let me tell you something. I got a big butt. I got big boobs. I got meat on my bones. I don't give a shit. I'll tell anybody. It's just whatever. What, am I going to lie? No. And I mean, those pictures, I want to explain this, and I'll let her have hers. But those pictures are so freaking hard to do. I have like Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, okay? My shit is short. You know this. You hold out the camera to here, okay? How are you going to get all of this? So now you're going to have to angle it, right? Now that's cheating to some. Now, damn it, you're angling it because that's more flattering. Bullshit. That's the only way that I can get the whole thing in, okay? I can't reach all the way out and do this. Right. I mean, then you're going to look stupid. You're going to look the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I mean, yeah, I'm going to look like Quasimodo. Hello. Fuck you and your full body pics.
Do you have a full body mirror?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think I do.
I have some full body pics on my phone just because whenever I dress up and look nice, I like taking pictures of myself.
Right.
And I use a mirror. That's the only way to do it. If you don't have one, then fuck, it's not something you're going to be like, you know what, I need to go out and get a mirror.
Right.
So
well, see, we did have one and it broke. So, I mean, it's not that I'm against them. It's just that we had one and it broke. So, and the other ones are up this high, like on a dresser. So, I'm not going to stand up on a fucking bed. I mean, come on, man. Get over yourself. If you ain't worth all that.
I mean,
God, get on my nerves with your shit. How about you take a fucking full body picture, buddy?
How is he looking?
Oh, I'm sure like a fucking melted ass. You know what I mean?
That's the ones that want to pick and like point out shit.
Right.
The ones that don't look worth a fuck, or they ain't worth a fuck.
Right. The ones who hit on you at the bar first. I mean, every fucking time. I'd like to know.
One you're like, God, I hope that one doesn't.
And you know that they're going to. I mean, it's just like you can almost. I don't understand where people like God love you for having your confidence. You go, but I don't know where they get this false sense of confidence and shit that they got. They
probably from winning all those games.
I guess. Hey, what trouble? Battleship. They sunk their battleship, man. Whenever they try to come over there and fucking get me in, I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I want to be attracted to somebody, but there's so many little things about guys that I find attractive. And they don't have to be, built. I don't care about six packs.
Yeah.
I've been with bigger men, smaller men, taller men, shorter.
There is this guy who he kept trying with me. And at the time, I wasn't in a position to do anything,
She wasn't bent over.
And I did not find him attractive at all. And I was like, this is like, okay, so the first time that I actually went and, hung out, did my thing and all that, I was dreading it because I was like, I don't. After I talked for a little bit, it was, I find him attractive.
There you go.
You know, it's just.
There you go. I've been there, done that. I mean, like, they totally grew on me. I mean, some people that I never thought, I mean, they just wasn't my type. And I couldn't even really tell you that I have a type anymore. I don't. I mean, free love, I guess. But they have
I'm kind of the same way. Really.
Well, I mean, basically, they can't be narcissist bastards.
That's what I was going to say. There's types I don't have.
No, they can't be that. That's for sure. I mean, I'm going to do a screening process. You best believe that shit. But no. I'm just going to tell you right here. Those are 3 words that kill it with me. And just because I see you're superficial and I see what you value more than anything. And I said this before. Would you rather have a skinny bitch that's uglier than hell, or would you rather have a thick girl that's got a pretty face on her and meat on her bones? Because let me tell you something, you're going to wake up with a fat-ass, ugly, skinny girl one of these days because they ain't going to keep that body forever. So, hallelujah, holy shit is all I have to say about it. Praise the Lord. I ain't having it. I ain't doing it. Men, y'all kiss my ass. I look over your all big guts, your beer bellies, your flabby tits. I've seen it all.
Dicks.
Yeah, really. I've excused a lot of your bullshit before. Flabby asses. I mean, you know you're going to get old and you're going to have like a saggy ass too. So, whatever. Let me see your full body pic.
Yeah, come on.
That's going to be it next time. You start on me and you ask for one, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask the same in return. I'm going to be like, okay, that works both ways. I need to see. And then not only that, I need to see your tax forms for last year, so I need to see how much money you made.
Could you bend over and get a shot of your asshole for me?
I'll be like, could you please? I mean, I need to make sure that, you know, if you have like, I don't know, some assholes are like got this color to them, and I don't like it. Do you, are you willing to bleach your asshole? Because I can't do that, you know? But fuck them all. It's all games. It's all part of it. It is. Round and round we go. Yep. Ashes to ashes. We all fall down, buddy. That's it. But we're going to end on that note because now I'm depressed as hell. You know, I'm going to go in here and take a full body pic. I'm going to go in here and take a full body pic.
I'll take it for you.
No. No, I have to be the director and everything like all that. That's all me. So I have to be the one to do my whole photo shoots because I know how. I do the Jolie pose, man. It's the same one. I go into it like automatic every time. That's it. I mean, as soon as the camera's on, it's just like automatic. So, but guys, we will see you next week. And let's see. I think we're going to start maybe, you know, kicking in a couple segments, and we're going to have a few guests here and there. So, shit's getting ready to get interesting. I promised it from the jump, and I mean it. I'm not playing. So, life's slowing down just a little bit, and guess what? You got me. So, we're gonna make it interesting. I promise. Got anything to say?
Play on.
Deuces. We'll see you next week. Bitches!